What's up, babes? If you are new here, welcome. Now's a good time to go ahead and subscribe. And of course, today I'm working with Sunber. Obviously, the packaging got a bit beat up, but do not fret, okay? This is their Kinky curly 20-inch air lace, and of course it does come pre-cut, which I thought was very interesting. This is one of the first wigs I've ever reviewed in that way. You guys can see the cap is super breathable, but here's just a quick up close look at exactly what that pre-cut lace looks like. You guys can see you could absolutely wear this gluelessly, but y'all know I got to take it up a notch. So of course you get a couple of goodies. You're gonna get a wig cap, you're gonna get a wig strap, all of the things to get your wig laid, of course. But I'm gonna go ahead and just bleach the knots because I did notice that they did not come pre-bleached. Now, that's not something that is extra critical, but if you are looking for something that's going to be a little bit more on the natural side, you will want to kind of just lighten up the knots just a small bit. So if you guys have not seen me do this before, feel free to go through my playlist and just kind of, teach yourselves how to do this. There's more of a step-by-step tutorial in case you guys have not already seen it. So I'd allow the bleach to pretty much just sit on the hair for about 20 to 35 minutes, depending on how far I kind of want this to go. And then you guys, you don't have to necessarily use this shampoo and conditioner, but this is just, what I'm using these days. I try my best to kind of get rid of some of the shampoos that I'm not actually using on my natural hair at the time. And so, of course, Real Raw Shampoo was the choice for today. So I would say when I began to kind of wash this, I was nervous about the texture. I really noticed that it had been process obviously to get this nice kind of kinky curly pattern, but I know that usually when you get curly hair, you want to make sure that you wash it, condition it, allow it to air dry so that you can really bring out the true curl pattern. And so of course today was no different. I did get to see just this hair like transform in a matter of minutes. You guys will see a little bit of shedding, which is normal because of course it's curly hair, it kind of gets tangled on itself, but you guys can see just how nice and shiny and luscious everything looks. Now, because I haven't done a kinky curly unit in a minute, I didn't want to do anything just too long. So this is a 20-inch, and of course the parting space that you get is a 4.5 by 6. So that means it's pretty much going to go from temple to temple, and then of course you'll get 6 inches of parting space going backward. Now you guys will notice I already have on a wig cap. I did go ahead and actually take some of the True Scalp tape to just lay right in the center because I knew that I was going to be wearing this pretty much as glueless as possible. You guys will see I kind of changed my mind at the end, but you do have that flexibility of literally just throwing on a wig cap and going. You do not have to do anything further because the cap is really snug on my head. There are wig combs, there are wig clips, and of course it is adjustable. So I decided that I wanted to go ahead and just add a little bit of shape. Nothing too crazy. I pretty much just evened out each side. Does not have to be perfect. Obviously, if you want to do this on a mannequin head, you can. And then I didn't want to go overkill with like the layers. So I kind of just brought this out to about a 90-degree angle and got rid of any of the bulk at the top so that the hair can kind of be layered and nice and full as it actually dries. So this is where I kind of decided, what shape do we want to go with? Do we want to kind of keep it this length? What are we doing? Now, obviously, it does not look like a 20-inch right now. And that's just because I kind of chopped it up. It's curly. You would need to stretch it out to see the true length. And of course, typically I will wear like my curlier units, especially if it's a closure, glueless, but I just really wanted this one to kind of last me a little bit longer. So you guys will notice I am only tacking down the edges. You guys can just see how the lace melts into your skin. This quality of lace is literally the truth. You guys can kind of see it already for yourselves. And luckily, I didn't have to go through the hassle of like cutting off any lace. Literally, I'm able to just kind of throw this on and go. If you don't have the time that I had this day, you could absolutely go ahead and wash it, allow it to air dry. So that way, by the time you're ready to put it on your head, it'll be ready to go. And you guys can see, of course, I did not tack down the center part of it just because there was no need. I just really wanted to kind of focus on those sides just to make sure that it was laying as flat as possible because I decided I wanted to do some baby hair, but I did not want to commit to like doing the mousse thing, letting that set. Like that was just a whole process, right? So instead, I did go ahead and apply a little bit of mousse to the front just to kind of set the front of the style, but not to depend on that for the glueless look. So That is definitely a pro tip. If you are wanting your hairstyle to just look a little bit more polished and you're going to obviously be working with it while it's wet, go ahead and just apply a little bit of mousse to kind of set the style. This is usually how I set my parts so that I don't have to go back through with like a hot comb or anything, but obviously it's curlier hair, so it won't really matter too much. So you guys, I'm just taking a paddle brush and kind of just going through the hair. You guys can see this hair already was super, okay, super thick. I did not get very much tangles after actually trimming off the ends, which I found to be very helpful. And you guys can just see, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that the hair is damp while I'm going to work with the mousse. Apply a little bit of that just to kind of seal everything in and try not to get it on your face, okay? Like, what's going on? So anywho, once I was pretty much happy with the amount of product I had in there, I went through with the paddle brush. If I felt like any spots was kind of getting dry, I didn't hesitate to go ahead and just kind of use the spray, which is just literally water, no conditioner or anything, just water in a spray bottle, just to kind of re-dampen up the hair, because I really wanted to define the curls. And then obviously, because it's curly hair, as it dries, it's naturally going to get bigger. So I am going to go ahead and take the diffuser just to kind of speed up the process. But as you wear it, you guys will kind of see what it is I'm talking about, how the hair will literally transform. So after about 20 minutes of just kind of going through with the diffuser, and again, the cap is breathable, so I didn't really have to worry about the actual cap itself being super wet, but you guys can see just how pretty the curls are, completely night and day from the way that this was looking before. It was kind of giving noodle vibes, but the Kinky Curly came out really pretty. I love the length. I'm glad I didn't do anything shorter, just because this is really giving me that full, I don't know if you guys remember the outre hair. It was like pack hair. Everybody was using it to do those like flip overs. Y'all, it is mimicking that without having to have any hair left out. And then of course, if you are not one of those people that like the edges, listen, don't do it, okay? In this case, I wanted to go ahead and just kind of make it a little fun, spice it up a little bit. I haven't done baby hair too much in my last video, so yeah, I really wanted to kind of take it up a notch. And you guys can see I decided not to do like a super defined part. I kind of just did like a flip over. That way I could easily wear this on the left side, the right side. And the glue that I use, in case you guys are wondering, is the Bold Hold. But y'all, this is super old, so it did not even last longer than 2 days. So I'm kind of ashamed of that. If you want to wear this glueless, definitely do it. Don't hesitate, okay? You guys can see just how nice and pretty the style is. And this is going to be one of my go-tos for the summertime, especially if you're looking for something that's not going to look crazy. When you get out of the water, you'll be able to just kind of like, boom, back in action. Super cute. It's definitely a protective style. You don't have to do too much outside of refreshing the curls. 10 out of 10 for me. So y'all know, I want to hear from you. What is it that you think about this? Are we feeling the left side, the right side? What is it giving? Because I was on the border of like doing bangs, but I'm like, yo, this is cute. And I just want to show you how tight the wig actually is on my head. And of course, the cap is adjustable. Like I said, if you decide to opt out of the glue, definitely check out some of my other videos for a more detailed glueless look. But you guys, I'm in love. Leave any comments or questions down below. Y'all know I love you so much. Stay pretty, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, babies.